What's up, everybody? I'm Kansu, and this is the Crystal Corner, where we sling rocks on every block, but not those rocks. I'm just dropping some gems, as always. It's been a while since I've been on camera, since I've been going through some things. Nothing negative, I just been building, you feel me? You can find me on Instagram before I get too far gone at Instagram.com Crystal Corner _ LLC, right? CrystalCornerShop.com is the website. And if you want to leave me a message directly, go ahead and give me a text at 404-721-2807. You could book your readings that way. You could do your Reiki that way. You could place an order for custom jewelry. As you know, I make everything by hand custom. Whatever you want, I'll make it, right? Which kind of segues me into today's discussion. And while I have you here, I'm going to continue to iron this turban here because that's kind of something I want to talk about. I want to talk about, first of all, the significance of covering your head, right? You gotta protect your crown. You got to. The easiest way to manipulate someone's energy is to cast it at their head. It's real simple. Evil eye technique of just talking about somebody's hair, talking about somebody's crown. When you go in an environment with people that you don't know too well, you know, or even people that you do know well, they carry a lot of energy, okay? And when you don't know how to, or simply do not energetically protect yourself, a lot of that energy can get attached to you, and you can come home with some shit that you didn't want. You feel me? If you're not going to be the type of person that's going to take your spiritual baths every day, if not every other day, if not at least 3 times a week, then you might want to consider simply covering your head. And there's many things that you can use to cover your head, okay? You can use scarves. You can wear your favorite baseball cap. You can wear a kufi or a do-rag or a bonnet or a hood or a beer hat or Viking horns or a stocking or an aluminum tinfoil cap, if that's what you want to do. The point is, you have to protect your crown, not in the figurative sense as of, you know, like, oh, I'm a king and this is my crown. No, I literally mean your crown chakra. The crown of your head is the top. For those of you that have babies, you know what the crown of the head is, right? That's that little soft, mushy spot right about here. The crown, you have to protect that. Everybody has one. You touch your head right now, you'll feel it dip. That is the location on the body that cosmic energy pours down into the body. And if you don't cover it up, anything can get in, okay? Anything. If you don't know how to protect yourself, you're not wearing your crystals, you're not cleansing them properly, it becomes a little more difficult to protect your energy when you go out in public because you don't know who's carrying what. Okay? Now, with that being said, it is highly important that you pay attention to not only the colors that you wear on your head, but the colors that you wear on your body. Because all of the colors relate to a different location on the body as far as an energetic pattern we call a chakra. Okay, and we know, if you've been here for a while now, that you have 7 major chakras. There's 144,000 chakras in total, okay? But there's only 7 chakras that are known as your major chakras, and those are the ones that go up your spinal column, okay? And they're all colored in the same fashion as the rainbow. The lowest vibration of which being red, it's your root chakra. It's the lowest point. It sits about your tailbone. For those of you that know bone structure, it sits right at your coccyx bone. It's your tailbone, okay? Then you have orange, it's your sacral chakra. It sits about 2 inches below your navel and about 2 inches inward. So diagonally, about 2 inches, right about here. That's your sacral chakra, orange. You have your solar plexus. It sits here in your stomach, this region here. Heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, and your crown. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. When it comes to your head, you don't want to wear reds, blacks, things of that nature on your head. Oranges and yellows can sometimes be, more so orange and yellow can sometimes be heavier energies as well, just because they are lower chakras. Now, if you have something that you need to work on in those aspects, a great way to balance it out would to wear those colors on your head. But for general wear, every day, it's not really something that you want to wear on your head because it doesn't keep it calm, it doesn't keep it cool. And if you know anything about hotheads, a hothead will drown in a river. Cool heads cross rivers. In other words, a hothead does not make good decisions. So why were you placing things that are hot in nature on your head? A place that's supposed to be cool, like water. If you think of the crown of the body and relate it to the crown of the planet, you would get the sky. And in the sky, you have 3 colors. You have white. It's the color of the clouds, right? And what color does white go well with? Some would say that, based off Shango, if you're familiar with the Orishas, that red goes really well with white. And it does. See, the thing about red and white is red is a very passionate, hot, fiery color. Remember, it's related to your root chakra. And white is the ultimate cooling, okay? But if you look a little further into the story about Shango and how he received that white, he received it from Obatala, Lord of the Sky, Lord of the White Cloth, the creator of man. He was given the white, Shango, that is, was given the white from Obatala to calm his fire. It's the only thing that will calm it down. So if you have a fiery nature, like me, and you feel the need to keep yourself cool, you're always drinking ice water, you sometimes have a short temper, you might want to consider wearing white. It'll keep you calm, it'll keep you cool. The other colors that go well with white, like the sky, would be light blue. White blue is symbolic of the sky, but also water, which is very cooling as well. And then you have the final color that goes really well with white, outside of red. You can still do that if you're fiery by nature, but in general, baby blue, sky blue. If you don't know what that color looks like, just go outside during the day, look up, you'll see. White clouds, blue sky. It makes perfect sense. Everything is related to nature, whether you know it or not, okay? And then the second color is yellow. You see, yellow is a very cool and calming color as well. but it's also warming, like a honeybee or the sun. The thing about yellow is, if you look at the story of the Orishas again, and you look at the most beloved Orisha of them all, in my opinion, my personal opinion, is Oshun. Oshun's dress was not originally yellow. By no means was it originally yellow. It was white. And Oshun loved to play in the river. She loved playing in the water, leaving offerings for spirits, and talking to nature. But those of us that wear white know that the more you wash it, the more it turns yellow. So, the ultimate goal of yellow, ultimate end of white, will be for it to turn yellow. And I have a primary example right here. This is white cloth, right? This turban that I'm ironing now, it's just a little too long, so I cut some off. But it's been washed a couple times, and this is the part that's out on my head. I don't know if you can see this too well, but the white is turning yellow. So white and yellow go hand in hand, okay? Real quick video, just to explain a couple things about your head. It's very important that you protect your crown. You hear a lot of people say that, but you don't necessarily know what that means or what it looks like. So one of the easiest ways to do so is to simply cover it up. Every ancient culture on this planet has some kind of traditional headdress. And it's not just for vanity. It's not just for show. It's because every place on the planet has a different energy signature, which requires a different, slightly modified version of the same thing. This is why all the pyramids are pyramidal structure around the planet, but they're built in similar fashion, not exact same fashion, right? You can express the same thing different ways. This is just one way to do it. This is my way. So when you see people walking around wearing turbans and such, or bonnets, or hell, wigs and weave count too. You're covering your crown with something outside of your own hair. It's not exposed, you know? Are you the type of person that is an empath like me? And you get socially drained very easily? So honestly, I find it hard to be around people a lot of times. I really do. Or I did before I started wrapping my hair, because I would find myself drained. I have the ability to feel everyone around me, and oftentimes that can be overwhelming. Until I started to cover my head. It's like putting yourself in a protective bubble, and nothing can get through because it's locked in a vault. Hence, another thing you can wear on your head, Moors are known, we are known for wearing turbans and fezzes. Another moniker or name for fez is the vault, because nothing gets out. All the information is stored, all the energy is safe. And we wore that and still continue to wear that type of headdress to this day. So, how did I land on only wearing white? How did that happen? Well, I can tell you that no one told me to do it. Spirit led me to do it. When I say spirit, I'm speaking of myself, my higher self, my spirit told me to do it. I needed to teach myself how to slow down, right? Society teaches us, as Black people, and especially Black men, to work and 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 work some more and not allow ourselves to rest. But because we're so used to being in overdrive, we never get the chance or opportunity to slow down. And because we don't know how to slow down, we oftentimes end up clumsy, messy, dirty, breaking things unintentionally. And it's because you're simply not aware or cognizant of your body, right? So if you want to teach yourself a way to slow down, I find it in my personal thought process easiest to slow down by simply wearing white. Because you know when you wear white, you're going to get dirty if you make the wrong move. If you move too quickly, react the wrong way, you're going to get dirty. And nobody wants to be dirty wearing white. So you learn how to slow down. You develop that cool head. You develop that Obatala factor, or as I prefer to call them, Oshala. It's the Brazilian way. Oshala. Wisdom. You become wise just from wearing color. You can continue to stay in your impulsive state or your warring state by wearing red and orange, or your emotional state by wearing dark blues, if that's what you choose to do. And I know, because I did it. I wore only black for 15 years. And I'll tell you why. I lost my dad when I was 16 years old. This was October 5th, 2007. Okay? I was 16. You do the math. And because I felt like a part of me died, I felt like I wasn't allowed to or didn't deserve to express myself in my full light. So I decided to hide myself. And that was very easy to do. Being a musician, I sat first chair in concert band, jazz band, marching band. I played tenor sax, clarinet, bass clarinet primarily. But I also played percussion, trombone for a little bit. My point is, when you're in the band and you go up for a concert, you wear black. Because it's not about, the music's not about you as an individual. It's not about casting a light on yourself. It's about conforming and creating harmony with those around you. And not playing so loudly that you stand out and become noticed. Unless you have a solo. And a lot of times a soloist will wear a white jacket or take their black jacket off so that they can be seen. Now that black jacket, to me, in my opinion, is very similar to the mask I and a lot of you wear. Because you don't express to the world who and what you truly are. I know, because I did it. And I didn't until recently. It took me 15 years to finally say, you know what? I'm going to stop hiding. I'm going to stop hiding from myself first. Then I'm going to stop hiding from all of you. And one of the best ways to stop hiding and to show who you really are and to be seen is to wear all white. See, because on this spiritual journey, you're doing all this self-work to find the light inside, right? That's what shadow work is for. You're going within, going into your shadow, healing parts of yourself, exposing what needs work, and then doing the work, right? Well, what happens when you do the work? What happens when you find the light? When you do the work, when you find the light, you become the light. And a sign of you becoming the light is wearing white. It's not for you. It's not for show for you. It's a reminder for me. I've become my own light, so I shine brightly now. And if what I've gone through can help any of you, that's what I'm here for. I've been to the bottom of bottoms. I've been to the top of the tops. I've been homeless. I've slept in my car. I've couch surfed. I've had everything and I've lost it all. I've gained it back. And the only way I was able to do that was simply because I learned to know myself. And you can too. The easiest way to do that is to get a natal chart done. And we'll discuss it. Pull some cards. If that's what you're interested in. It's not a problem. But you can contact me directly at 404-721-2807, Crystal Corner _LLC, and crystalcornershop.com. Just a real quick message, remember to protect your head and consider wearing white if you're ready to step out of your own shadow, that is. Until next time, I'm Kansu, and I'm going to get at y'all at a later date. Peace.